So fall is upon me. I'm trying to investigate why Hickory is lame. Little did I know the hoof resection can be a huge reason for his lameness. But during my investigation of all of this and trying to figure it out, I signed up for an anatomy class at this place called Shade Tree Stables, and I'll put it in the description. It's in Freeburg, Illinois, and it is a class where I learn about the bones and how it all connects and works, and the tendons and different things like that. So I took some pictures. This is the coffin bone, the short pastern, and the long pastern. And it's amazing to think that this is what the horse stands on with tendons and muscle and skin. But it's like, holy crap, like a horse stands on these little tiny bones and walks around with us. So it really started to put it into place to me what that looked like. And if you took that leg and you cut it down the middle and you saw the hoof from the bottom, coffin bone, pasterns upward, with the tendons connected to it, it's like, wow, there is, obviously it's more dehydrated now, but there's just not a lot there. And this is the size of the coffin bone that's inside of their foot, that's inside of that hoof capsule nail wall. And I put it in my hand because I just always wanted to remember how delicate this bone looked to me that he is standing on whenever I ride him. And to just keep that in my mind. This is a picture of a skull, and that open space is the bars where the bit sits. So that really gave me an idea of like the space and how not space there is for the bit, and how we really need to be careful with that. Along with this, which at the very bottom of the picture, you're going to see this like wishbone thing. That is the hyoid bone I learned about connecting to the tongue. That connects to, gosh, I can't remember how many connections it has. I don't remember if it was like 23 or 27 connections, but it all connects from the tongue through parts of the body, like the top line, and all the way back to the rear hind legs. Really fascinating. This is a scapula, a shoulder. Here's diagrams that she had of the hock joints and all the little puzzle pieces that make up that joint. It just really made you realize how delicate the joints are in their body. So through this exploration, it made me understand how he was put together. And this is my husband and I visiting him in fall, just loving him and enjoying time with him. And the farrier came and gave him a trim and put on some, he reset his shoes, I should say. So he didn't make new shoes, he just trimmed and then reset the ones that he had on. So you can kind of see, I didn't know if anybody has like watched a farrier at work. I find it extremely fascinating to watch, and it really helped me as an owner understand the parts of the hoof and keeping it clean, and what to look for if they have like thrush or some kind of fungus or bacterial, or even if it's hurt, if something's stuck in it, or like a rock or a bruise or something along those lines. So I find it really fascinating to watch farriers at work, and for them to kind of get an idea of how much hoof to take off, to where they're not too sensitive, but they're more well balanced to where they walk well and it helps keep them sound. So farrier service is having a good farrier is like your foundation to your horse's health, along with a good veterinarian. And that has been one of those things that I've just kind of learned. And I got lucky, to be honest, because my farrier, Dan, has actually been really awesome and really knowledgeable along the way, and I'm really glad to have him. I had to go through a few vets to find the vet that I have now, and I'm really grateful to have her as well. But you can kind of see Dan's working away here, trimming the hoof like the nail, kind of like giving him a nail trim with the nippers. And then he used the knife to cut the frog, they call it, that kind of triangular piece near the back of his hoof. He trimmed that away first, and now he's using the rasp to level it and, you know, like think of it as like a nail file for us. And this is his bad hoof, so this is his resected hoof. So he's doing his best to try to shape it and form it to where he can put a shoe back on it, since there's a section of it that doesn't have a nail there. So it's hard for the shoe to attach to it. But Hickory has to have shoes right now because it is part of, farriers have a rule of like protection, correction, and something else is kind of their rule for shoes. So he's looking for a levelness in the hoof now. That's why he's holding it like that. So he's looking to get it nice and level, so when Hickory steps, it's a balanced hoof, which will help keep all those joints that I just showed you, all those bones in alignment, so he's more sound and healthy as a horse. So that's what you're seeing Dan do there, and he's checking for that levelness again, and it's just an interesting thing to watch in motion. So thanks for watching.